Hello everybody and welcome to Kalbus. My name is Lumo, with me today is Zen.
Hello.
And today we're going to be looking at strangers on the internet as if they were zoo exhibits, because it's another reaction court.
Are you ready to react?
Long and short, we look at posts, we pass our judgment, we move on because we, being YouTubers, are morally objective and superior. Let's just get into it. Why do we have to donate to charity? Well, there are huge companies out there making $1 billion a day. Is there an actual reason why these companies don't donate to charity? They do. It's just they don't post about it because they're massive tax write-offs.
Yeah, that's literally it. Like, companies will do it just to get the tax write-offs and the reliefs for that, but they also want to look good for the public, so they'll be like, hey, why don't you help donate? Look, we do this charity stuff. We're a good company. Yeah. Buy from us.
A good example is Epic Games, I believe, supports the Linux Foundation, even though they hate it.
Oh.
That's the last I checked. Their CEO is like moving to Linux to get rid of Windows telemetry is like moving to Canada to escape the politics of the US. That is a horrible misquoting, but I remember that, and now every time I see them like supporting an open source initiative, I'm like, I know your soul.
Girl tells me she's single. I go to my local PetSmart a couple of times a week to get crickets for my little jumpin' spooder. A lot of the time, there's a cute girl there that handles the crickets. We do our normal chit-chatting when she's working into the conversation that she's single. It surprised me like it didn't feel completely natural. My monkey brain has been thinking about it for a couple of days now, so should I, like, ask her out or am I being a creep? Update, I went to the store and walked down a few aisles and went to the cricket station and she wasn't there. This story is going to have to be continued until tomorrow. I was really hoping to get this over with today. Final update. Well, you guys, this story is over. She said no. She was nice about it, but I don't think I'll ever do this again.
I mean, you really shouldn't ask out retail workers while they're on the clock. Yeah. Like, here's the thing. I've had this happen once where a girl at the restaurant I was working at gave me her number and it kicked off a weird relationship that lasted for like 7 years. But that's the oddity, and also I'm very easy to seduce. This is not that situation. This is someone trying to make conversation. I got 3 brain cells and a want for validation. Don't laugh at me, I'm very fragile.
No, I fully get that. Like, there was one time when I was heading home and it was like 7 in the morning. I had this massive suitcase with me. I just rolled into a Costa Coffee. I'm like, my boss is gonna be in like half an hour. I need to get something. And the barista behind the counter, like, a really, really cute person, they just gave me my hot chocolate and they gave me like a little kind of cocoa heart on the top of it. I never asked for anything like that. And I was like, oh, thank you. I just sat down. It's like, I didn't know what to make of that. Was that flirting? I don't freaking know.
I think that might have just been like a nice southern lady calling you honey. I think it might have just been something to try and make your day a little sweeter.
Yeah, it did. I absolutely did, but I didn't gonna be like, oh, you gave me heart, that'd be like thing. Oh, cool. Do you want maybe date? He's like, no, it was just a nice little thing.
Me just met. You mentioned not boyfriend, me want in. Like, that's not how you socialize. That's not how you do it. You have to have a long and drawn out 8-season courting mating ritual in order to finally get rejected once for her first husband to leave her, then you can swoop in after. That's human socialization, and that's how you do it good. Much like how we'll do it good if you subscribe. What is the it? Checkers.
What does that mean?
We're playing checkers, which is why you should subscribe to make sure you know when your next move is. If you want to do human socialization, we're never going to respond to you, but here's our socials. Look at our TikTok. I edit that one. Now please, leave me to my pit of squalor and shame as I sit here, entering my 30s, having not sired a child who will kill me in the dead of night to take my fortune.
I can't tell if you're doing a normal CTA and... did I just take an energy drink and my mind is just hallucinating all this weird shit? I cannot tell what is happening right now.
You have to understand, I was so disappointed by my CTA and expectation versus reality that I was determined to make this one like the worst one that we've had all month.
The thing is, I'm pretty sure you just went with a story writing prompt and weaved a CTA in there just very loosely.
Redditors, do you have a feeling that you've become more reclusive after the COVID-19 pandemic? As decreed the end of the pandemic today, I believe the question is extremely pertinent. Personally, I have a feeling that after this period, Leaving the house has become much more exhausting. Anyone else feel this way? Yes, because I got fat.
I mean, that's one element of it. I think, yes, it did kind of, the whole pandemic did kind of emotionally just exhaust and stunt growth and like social growth for like a lot of people.
Yeah, like, I got stuck at 5'11 3/4. I'm now a manlet because it stunted my growth.
Yes, let's blame that. Let's blame the lockdown for that one.
I can't believe the Who cut off my ankles to make me a manlet. Short kings stand tall. I'm making a joke, but all of you are very handsome, man.
There is some truth to this, but I also think that it's just it kind of just exacerbated things, but it's not the sole cause for a lot of things. It's just everything is changing, everything's so expensive, everything is just weird at this moment in life.
I hate to say this, but this is a prompt for an actual we live in society moment. Human socialization has become commodified. You now need to be doing something, and everything is more expensive in order to meet people. You're no longer expected to strike up a conversation with strangers near you, and you're considered weird if you do so. Human intimacy has become commoditized as well, as it's now basically window shopping on your phone for someone that you might get along with, only to have a vapid relationship in which you have almost nothing in common, because it is rare that anyone on any of those apps is doing anything besides judging you superficially. We live in an era of isolation, and overcoming that takes a large group effort, and everyone is too afraid to make it because they don't want to be perceived as weird.
Did we just get boy smell pilled?
I made a genuinely pertinent point, and you had to be out here sniffing my pits.
Yes, I did.
Now, seriously, go out, fucking talk to somebody, talk to anybody, make a conversation. You might walk away thinking that they're a piece of crap. That's fine. You've had a new experience, and the more you do it, the more you grow. I went to a taco event. There was more to that sentence, but I forgot it after I said it.
Fantastic!
Like, comment, and subscribe for taco event. Is it abnormal for guys to moisturize their face? I, 50 them, had some friends over and they saw I had cleansing moisturizer in the bathroom. My sisters told me it's good to do so I don't get acne and wrinkles. They kept saying that I am homosex because I cleanse and moisturize my face. Is it not a manly thing to do? Look, no. I need to shatter this notion right now. I moisturize, I cleanse, and you know what? I'm not the only one who does.
Wait, where are we going with this?
You know who else has a 15-step skincare plan? Sigma Male himself!
Okay. Why is Matt Smith up there? Why is Matt Smith? Why? It's not Patrick Bateman!
He got cast as Patrick Bateman in American Psycho, the stage musical? But no,
one of these is not like the other.
This is the thing. Patrick Bateman was displayed as like the ideal man until the whole killing thing. But like the thing is, it's not cringe to take care of your skin. Like, yeah, you'll grow more, but at the same time, like you take care of it, it feels better. Like I've got horrible skin conditions that I need to medicate on the regular.
There's nothing wrong with looking after yourself inside and outside. So no, there is nothing wrong with this.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Men, do you ever find it difficult to go when using urinals? Especially when there is another guy beside you or on both sides?
Urinals.
Yes, urinals.
No, you don't get to do me like that. We have a
Personally,
recording.
I often find it difficult to go when there is someone else around. This happens mostly when I'm at the club. When visiting the washroom, I'll just use the sitting toilets if I find the urinals already occupied, even if it is by one guy. Is it common, or is it just a social anxiety issue?
It's a little bit of anxiety, but at the same time, I got over it by maintaining dead eye contact with everyone around me while taking a pee. When you establish dominance, there is no reason to feel fear while peeing.
Exactly. I like to use the Christ maneuver. So if there's like a spot between two people, I just use it and I put my arms over the two people beside me.
Another option is to drop your pants all the way down so that you have a third eye staring at people trying to walk behind you.
Ask the guy next to you to give you a hand.
Why do some people go to the bathroom and not wash their hands after? To towel. I noticed only with international students having roommates with in the past. They either take a crap or just pee, and I don't hear the sink go on once. I'm very hygienic, and it disgusts me. But we don't really interact, so I just try and ignore it. But why do some people just not wash their hands? I don't crap on my hands. I don't pee on my hands. I'm begging all of you, wash your hands. It's not that hard. There's poop particles be all up in that bathroom. Okay. I need to talk about this one, because this actually, like, bothers the heck out of me. Because I've gotten into fights with my sister-in-law about this.
Okay, depending on which way you go, I feel we might have a little bit of a debate going here. I want to see which way you're taking this.
So here's the thing: if you're dropping loads, like, yeah, wash your hands, because you gotta get, even if you're using the paper, you gotta get your fingers all up. You gotta scoop out the afterbirth. But when you're taking a pee, like, did you not wash your jingly jang that morning? Did you like? Are you like rubbing the toilet? Like, I touch almost nothing when I go into a public bathroom to pee. The only thing I touch is my fly and my schlingle.
Okay, look.
And then I use their automatic flushers, so I just walk away.
Even if, right, you have washed, if you've taken a shower and you've washed your little sausage down there.
Your flumble bits, yeah.
Yeah, your dingle dangle. If you've washed it and you've walked around and you're out in a pub, that means you have walked, you have sweated, there's just grime, there's a little bit of grime, there's sweat. It's dirty at that point.
What kind of ball torture are you dealing with on your day-to-day basis,
okay,
my friend?
No. It doesn't matter. It's still going to be dirty. And even at that point, by principle, if you are holding it and you're aiming, or unless, I don't know, you're just like a frickin' 50 cal and you can just do it freehand and just destroy the bowl and you don't touch it.
I do freehand. Right? I've got amazing aim with my hips.
That's fine, okay? If you do not touch, you do not need to wash. But if you touch your pee-pee and then do not, go and wash your hands, you are spreading pee-pee. You're just wiping your dick off everything. That's it.
No.
What it comes down to...
I disagree. This is like saying you touched your inner thigh, which had a little bit of sweat on it, therefore you are compromising reality. Like, no.
No, do not over-exaggerate this.
We are sitting here talking about my powdered I know what is going to the top. Manscaped is today's sponsor.
Listen here, if you touch your glizzy and you start walking around and putting your hand on other things, that glizzy, by proxy, is now on there. You have rubbed your glizzy on just everything that you touch. You are not a dog marking your territory.
My favorite
Wash your damn
Yoshi's
hands.
Island stage, touch glizzy, get dizzy. Look, I do not think in this, like, I get what you're saying, I understand, but I do not think this is like a criminal offense. I think
it's no. What it boils down to, or from my opinion, is just common courtesy. Like, it doesn't take much out of your day to just wash your hands and be polite to other people that might not agree with that. Like, it's just hygiene. That's what it is. It's just common courtesy.
You see, I understand that, but at the same time, I normally touch nothing, so I refuse to be swayed.
Okay. Is it okay to hate the woman my father cheats on my mum with? Wow,
Whoa.
we just went from glizzy touching to this.
I think we just stay on the same topic.
You know what? Yeah, let's go round 2. Let's do this. Welcome to Kalbus's Glizzy Hour. Here we talk about all things glizzy.
Wait, I got a question. If you how do we make boys smell? Is it just walking around?
Yeah, just like a brisk walk. I mean, if you really want to kind of make it industrial, we'll just get a bunch of treadmills.
Industrial boy smell. Anyway.
Yeah, just get a flannel, just a little towel. Just you get someone to just wipe it in the inner thigh as they keep walking to get that collection. I know I should blame him and not the woman, but he's the one who shouldn't be cheating. But every time I hear her, or of her, I want to punch her. How can she willingly cheat on a married man with 2 kids? I know I should be hating my father, but is it bad or internalized misogyny to hate her or blame things on her?
You can hate her if she knows she's a homewrecker.
Yeah, if she's knowingly doing it, then she is as much to blame as anyone else in this.
That said, if your father is actively talking about it, I've got a bad feeling that this is probably an open marriage that's failing.
Or it could just be, it might be that, or it could also be the angle of he's just trying to hurt his partner.
I'm like, why would you talk about it with the kids? That's the thing that gets me.
I feel this needs a more context, but either or, just the whole concept of father is cheating Hate that. Don't just hate that. I do not tolerate cheaters in any form or factor.
Yeah, no, seriously, cheating is cringy. And sadly, that's all the time we have here today on Kalbus. Let us know down below if you wash your balls.